Now, India's largest fast-moving consumer goods company, HUL, Hindustan Unilever, reported a 16.8% rise in net profit to 2,243 crore rupees for the third quarter, which was in line with analyst expectations. The company's underlying volume growth in the quarter stood at 2%, as against analyst estimate of 2.3%. HUL has gained market share in both urban and rural areas as the country emerged from coronavirus-related lockdowns. However, the company has said that in the near term, operating environment will continue to remain challenging. Asian Paints, meanwhile, reported a mixed set of numbers. Inflationary trends and raw material prices have impacted margins in Q3. The company's net profit tanked 18% year-on-year. This even as the company reported a 25.6% rise in revenues. The domestic decorative business registered a strong double-digit growth of 18%. As per the management, price increases taken in November and December have helped to improve margins on a sequential basis. The auto coatings business was also impacted by the challenges facing the auto sector. With less than 2 weeks to go before Nirmala Sitharaman presents the Budget 2022 in Parliament on Feb 1st, there are expectations, anxiety and speculations running rife. The auto industry, being one of the most impacted due to muted demand and shortage of semiconductor, expects steps in the budget that would act as breathers for the entire industry ecosystem. Let's head across to my colleague Sakshi Batra to understand what the industry's wish list is from the Finance Minister this time around.
That's right, Abha. The auto sector, which contributes to almost half of India's industrial GDP, is reeling under severe pressure because of the COVID-19 pandemic. Now, it has been struggling with the rising commodity prices, the muted demand and the shortage of semiconductors for over 6 months to a year now. The industry is hoping the union budget to actually bring in some kind of a healing touch for the sector. The industry is expecting some sort of certainty in the tax and the regulatory policies. The automobile dealers body, FADA, has also urged the government this time around to reduce the GST rates on two-wheelers to 18% in order to generate demand, which has been reeling under some pressure. Auto components industries also seeks a uniform GST rate of 18% on all the auto components. Now, for the electric vehicle segment, which has a promising outlook, a reduction in GST would also make these vehicles more affordable for consumers. Now, an increased outlay and incentivization also towards the renewable resources will also give an impetus to the e-mobility system. The auto sector also expects the government to unveil some measures which are aimed at drawing more investment towards the sector in, say, building capacities for semiconductors and the critical components for the entire sector. It also expects incentives for the hydrogen and fuel cell development to increase exports of these auto components and to increase RODTEP, which is the remission of duties and taxes on export products, benefits from the current 1% to aid exports further. Now, the past year has witnessed multiple initiatives from the government, like PLI for electric vehicles or the semiconductors, also the vehicle scrappage policy, which is a big step, and the sector will look for announcements on further push on all of these to rejuvenate demand and also resolve the supply chain disruptions. Back to you.